When you think of a city car, you think compact, easy to drive and low running costs. But when you think of rear-engined and rear-wheel drive, you tend to think of iconic sports cars like the Porsche 911. So what happens when you take all of these traits and merge them into one package?
This, the 2014 Renault Twingo. The French manufacturer has opted to go completely against modern small car conventions by moving the engine and power delivery from the front to the rear.
We've come to France to find out why.
To retain as much boot space as possible, the engine is positioned at 49 degrees under the boot floor. Not only does this open up as much space as possible for luggage, but also means, in the case of a rear shunt, the engine is pushed under the cabin floor rather than into where the passengers are sitting. The battery and fluid reservoirs are located under this short, lightweight bonnet at the front and are easy to access.
You've got a choice of two 3-cylinder petrol engines. The first is an all-new SCE 70 1 litre naturally aspirated engine. The second, the range topper, is this one, which is the 0.9 litre turbocharged version that comes straight out of the Clio. Both are mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox and claim to return over 60 miles to the gallon. There's also a 6-speed dual clutch automatic due within about a year.
The short travel gear shifts are a little notchy and imprecise. Much better is the steering. It's heavier than expected from a city car, and it has a nice on-centre feel, and the car responds quickly to turning. Even more impressive is the turning circle. With no engine up front, the front wheels can turn to 45 degrees, and Renault claims a metre better turning circle than a Fiat 500. And you can tell, as U-turns, parking and in-town manoeuvres are an absolute doddle, and the variable gear ratio steering you only get in this TCE 90 model means fewer revolutions of the wheel.
This more potent 90 horsepower turbo engine feels a really good match for the car. It's sprightly in town and it bounds along down B roads without feeling underpowered. Because the engine's way back there in the boot rather than buzzing around your knees, you feel less vibration, and it seems a lot quieter at motorway speeds than the equivalent engine in a Toyota Aygo. With a maximum of 90 horsepower, don't expect to be doing much drifting. The electronic stability control reacts quickly if there's any rear end breakaways, and it actually feels really stable in the corners despite this body being quite high. So we've got a good impression of what the Twingo is like out on the road, but what have all these changes meant for practicality? Moving all 4 wheels to the corners of the car has had a massive benefit on cabin space. Up front it feels really roomy and there's quite a lot of cabin width. And you've got this raised driving position which gives you a decent command over the road. We'd avoid the entry-level Expression spec, which doesn't come with a height adjustable driver's seat or aircon.
What's more impressive is the knee room and headroom in the back. It's outrageously spacious for 2 adults for such a small car. 5 doors means a boost in practicality, but it's a disappointment the rear windows don't wind down. The boot capacity is incredibly good considering the engine is below the floor. A maximum claimed 219 litres of space is short of rivals like the Volkswagen Up and Hyundai i10, as you can't make use of loading from low down. That said, with the 50-50 split backrest flat and the front passenger seat folded forward, it's long enough to take a flat pack wardrobe.
On lower spec models, you can download a free R&Go app to your smartphone. You can then attach it to a cradle in the car, which then connects via Bluetooth, so you can control things like your navigation, your own music and the radio. Higher spec models come with an updated version of the R-Link system, which is already available in the Clio and Captur. And as with all funky small cars at the moment, there's plenty of options for customisation. On the outside, you've got a choice of different stickers to have, and inside you can change all these little inserts. That means you can make your Twingo feel that little bit unique. One thing's for sure, the new Twingo definitely ticks all the right city car boxes. It's small in size, but mega efficient on passenger space. It is an absolute doddle to drive in town, and with Renault sharing production costs with Daimler to produce the new Smart range, prices start from under £9,500. And with both engines claimed to be really efficient, it should be affordable to run. The one issue for UK buyers could be how rear-wheel drive performs in wintry conditions, but the move to switch the engine to the rear makes the Twingo a really unique proposition in the market. In terms of passenger space and inner city use, I can't think of a city car that comes close.
Click the links below for our full first drive report on the Renault Twingo, to read reviews of all of its city car rivals, and read our small car buying tips.